right, everybody, welcome back to F1 Talk with myself and Joe. And
Hey.
we are here to discuss something that really has been, I gotta be honest, is totally killing my enjoyment of F1, killing my excitement of F1, and is really, God, I just wish on some level the FIA would do something of that about it. And it's really the constant stream of toxicity that seems to be coming directly out of the vomitous mouth of Christian Horner and in general the Red Bull team. And
Yeah.
a little bit of background for me. I used to be a really big Red Bull team fan, actually, believe it or not, but under the current leadership, you will not find me rooting for Red Bull ever, so let's kind of get into it, man. Like, why do I wish the worst for Christian Horner right now? Number one, there was an article that came out that was talking about the new episodes of Drive to Survive, and which today is March 9th when we're recording this, and Drive to Survive is going to be coming out on the 11th, and unless
which is a few days later.
Yeah, a few days later, and if they haven't edited it out, the first episode starts with Hamilton being interviewed on the podium after claiming his 7th world title, and Christian Horner muttering under his breath, "I wish he would shut the F up." Like, who does that in a professional environment? Who those are in your head thoughts. Those aren't spoken with your mouth thoughts, right?
Yeah.
Then the guy, most recently, restarts the whole, Abu Dhabi controversy by talking about how Masi applied the rules differently, which is insane. We'll talk about that a little bit more. And then he continues and complains and says that Mercedes bullied Masi out of the position, right? When if the guy is so concerned about bullying, then he wouldn't have incited bullying against Lewis Hamilton about Silverstone. We'll get into that, right? Then the dude does a couple of moves to be against other drivers. I would say to be antagonistic even of other drivers in the sport, namely paying Max after one championship with an asterisk, like a huge asterisk, next to it, the same amount that Lewis Hamilton was paid after winning 4 championships, right? And at the same time, having previously criticized Lewis Hamilton for getting paid an obscene amount of money, right? And then, they get Max to pose in photos using Sebastian Vettel's signature number one. Pose. Yeah. And then you have Marko,
Helmut Marko.
Yeah, Helmut Marko from the team, also coming out and making statements and say, Lewis Hamilton, because he was staying quiet, was bullying, FIA and to get Masi out. So, what is this crap? What does this have to do with the sport?
Yeah.
All of this, excuse my, well, no, I won't say it yet because we're too early in the video. We don't want to get demonetized. But all this crap that keeps, just being constantly shoveled out of this guy's mouth, has even historical figures in the motorsports world, like Tiffany Dell, coming out and saying this guy's reputation is absolutely in tatters. So before we start bringing this stuff down, give us your thoughts down in the comments. We definitely want to hear what you guys, the F1 fans, think about even just this basic list. Maybe you guys have more offenses that we're not even going to cover. But
the comment down below, I'll imagine it's gonna be fun.
We definitely want to hear what you guys have to say, and we may revisit this issue and include even some of the things that you guys have said.
Yeah,
Mm-hmm. But first, let's get into it, Joe. Like, this guy says that he would wish Hamilton would shut the F up. Like, what do you think about that?
Like, in the professional standpoint, those words is not allowed.
Thank you.
Those words, it's not a professional word. Those words, it feels more like he's just a teenager.
And it feels personal, doesn't it?
And then he's just a teenager getting bullied by other teenagers, and then he's just talking to the teacher, and then he's just talking to someone to shut the F up. It's as a team principal, a team race director, like a management side, you never say that kind of word in front of camera in any situations whatsoever.
Exactly. Oh, that's a great point. That is a great point. Because he had the cameras on him.
Yeah, exactly. I remember he's in the interview. Call me wrong, but I remember, I think he's in the interview and then say he shut the F up.
Yeah.
And I'm not and like the thing that frustrated me is we are not even know if he says shut the F up to Hamilton or somebody else, but the whole PR, the whole Drive to Survive team just cut them out, just cut them and combine them, and then make it seem like they are having a fight, and then make it seem like Hamilton is the one that is getting bullied to giving bully to a Red Bull team. And that's not in the profession. I mean, I know in the entertainment industry, even in movie industry, they do that to trick the audience. But this movie industry is imagination of what the director want you to see. But sports, it's real. It's like it's not scripted. So you can't. I just think that so unprofessional.
I agree. I mean, really, like, even if I don't like somebody in our industry, the design industry, saying, certain things, like, there are professional ways of stating your unhappiness with them.
Yeah, you don't use the F word.
Yeah.
You don't tell people to shut up.
Yeah.
In any situations, any professional office situations.
No, that's very true.
And especially you are on the camera, in front of TV, in front of a billions audience.
Yeah. And that's the thing, right? Like, this guy, he is an ambassador for the highest level of motorsports. This isn't some dude who's working on a construction site who's listening to the boss tell them about why they're not getting their raises, or some other arbitrary sort of thing. This is a white-collar professional getting paid tens of millions of dollars, if not more, in order to do his job. And he is supposed to be not just an ambassador of the Red Bull team, but an ambassador of the sport to the world.
Yeah.
Where does he get off using this kind of language and having this kind of behavior?
And he is in Formula One, the pinnacle of motorsports racing.
Absolutely.
The top of motorsports racing. That's a professional working environment. You don't say that to anyone whatsoever.
Thank you. Exactly. And that brings me to the next issue of this guy, right? Like, he recently had an interview where he talked about literally saying that the Red Bull team was bullying, was literally bullying the FIA into kicking Masi out. Like, let's not even acknowledge for a second whatsoever that Masi broke the rules. No, no, no. In Christian Horner's world, he just applied the rules differently. And I saw somebody on Twitter make this amazing comment, and it was like, no, 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 officer, I didn't just rob the bank. I just withdraw the money, in a different way than usual.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's literally Christian Horner logic right there,
Yeah. I mean, for a Christian Horner fan or for a Ripple fan, I'm pretty sure they will say, oh, how about Toto Wolff? He's also giving pressures to director Michael Masi. But then again, the way that Christian Horner and we talk about this, the way that Christian Horner and the Ripple team giving procedures, giving how do you say, giving a way to solve the problem, it's beyond me. It's just there. It sounds like it actually sounds like he is directing Michael Masi to do the job.
Oh, 100%. 100%. And, this is also coming from the same guy that admitted he has a personal relationship with Masi. Verstappen had Masi's phone number and texted him, even though there's not supposed to be a personal relationship between the stewards and, the racing teams, right? Mm-hmm. And genuinely, if this guy was so concerned about all of this stuff, he should have addressed it earlier. But how is it Mercedes bullying when, again, there were reports that when the FIA got together and held a vote on whether or not, Masi should be there, everybody, every team voted to, oust Masi with the exception of Red Bull, right?
Except Christian Horner.
Yeah, so, why is he even bringing it up again? Literally, right? Mm-hmm. And then on top of that, he goes on to complain that, again, Mercedes is bullying them. What the hell? It makes no sense to me, right? Where was Christian Horner when he literally, talked about how crappy a person, Lewis Hamilton was because of what happened at Silverstone. Not to mention that Verstappen had a 3-car gap, where he could have easily driven around Hamilton, right? And there were articles that came out, in the Independent out of UK, where Horner was literally accused of giving racists an excuse to fly their evil at Hamilton. That's literally the headline, right? Mm-hmm. So if he's so concerned about bullying, well, why is he so concerned about this guy Masi, who applied the rules differently, and not concerned about racists attacking another member of Formula One?
It's crazy because if you think about the last discussion we have, Christian Horner says, "Shut the F up."
Right.
To the only black man in the whole Formula One.
Yeah.
And you happen to be white.
yeah. And he's even called Max Verstappen the Great White Hope. Yeah. He's been on record saying that.
This is just a racist take it to another level.
And that's the thing. I have some suspicion, I won't call him out for it because I have no evidence supporting it. But I definitely feel that there is some racial undertone to their behavior. honestly.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
And actually to jump a little bit ahead, but to continue about talking about like Red Bull and their kind of behavior in general, about constantly like attacking Hamilton and spewing out all of this toxicity, right? Like Helmut Marko
Oh my
blamed,
god. I hate that guy.
yeah, the Sith Lord himself,
I just hate that guy. What is going on with Red Bull's management team, man?
Dude, like
it feels like Herbert Marko and Christian Horner is like, it feels like Christian Horner is Herbert Marko's son.
yeah, dude. No, like I really, when I refer to him as the Sith Lord, like I'm not joking. He is the big evil dark dude in the background who like pulls the puppet strings, right? And then there's usually like a new Sith who's getting trained in how to be an absolute evil that's out doing it in the world, right, or in the universe. That's their relationship to me,
Yeah.
But Helmut Marko blamed Lewis Hamilton, going quiet for ousting Masi, right? Like the guy literally didn't say a thing, and he gets
crazy. Yeah, and we all know what Hamilton did during those downtime. He just want to get away, and he just want to be with his family. There's nothing. He didn't do anything to hurt Herman Marko himself.
Exactly.
He didn't do anything to hurt Red Bull. He didn't say anything to the FIA. He didn't say anything to the public about F1, about his retirement. Nothing.
Yeah.
And Herbert Marko and Christian Horner, this two duo, just happened to pick up his attitude, Hamilton's attitude, and then applying the rule differently.
Yeah.
to
No, and it's crazy because it's even not the time, like the only time that Helmut Marko's come out of the shadows to say like random stuff against Lewis Hamilton, right? Like Lewis Hamilton went to the Met Gala and Helmut Marko came out of the shadows to like say, "Oh, he appeared very funny in that outfit," and has made like comments about his salary being too high, and has said you never know where he's gonna be, is he glad handing and hanging out with celebrities, whatever. Like, what does that stuff matter to racing? Like, literally, why are you and Christian Horner trying to smear? Like, it doesn't matter to me that it's Hamilton. I would be saying this if it was Checo Perez, if it was, anybody else. Like,
anybody else.
Literally anybody else, But these guys are making a concentrated effort to bring toxicity into Formula One.
I just have to say, they need to learn to shut up.
Thank you. Dude, I wish...
They need to learn to shut the fuck up. That's what I'm gonna say.
Dude, like,
I'm using the same word as Christian Horner. You need to learn to shut up. You need to learn to shut the fuck up. Shut the F up. That's it.
Yeah, it's insane, Like, none of this has to do with racing. Talking about all of this stuff is just trying to manipulate the audience,
And again, those things that they talk about is their personal life.
Yeah, exactly.
What is he dating with someone matters to you?
Thank you.
What is
he wearing matter to you?
What matters to you? Yeah, exactly. And they just need to shut up.
No, it's absolutely insane. It's absolutely insane, and that's the thing.
Again.
Yeah.
And again, if you want to beat Hamilton, beat it on the track.
Yeah.
Don't beat it off the track. Beat it on the track with the fair rule, applying the right way, not just doing all this
applied in a different way than normal.
Yeah. Beat it on the track with the right way, the right
with proper strategy,
passion way.
Yeah, exactly. Dude, that's just the thing that's like driving me nuts about this. Like, I thought, like, I wish the FIA would sanction these guys or muzzle them or say, like, you guys are not behaving in a commensurate fashion with the entirety of the sport. You know,
they are just not so unprofessional. That's
dude.
my thinking.
You don't see Zach Brown of McLaren pulling crap like this.
You don't see Toto Wolff pulling crap like that.
No,
you don't see what's his name? Ferrari's.
The dude with the curly hair and
you don't see them do stuff like that.
Yeah, you don't see the
but
team.
Only Christian Horner does that, and then constantly talking to Michael Masi.
Yeah, dude.
Constantly talking to FIA.
No,
I
was saying this yesterday to both you, my father, and a few other people, right? I was saying, when somebody has done something wrong, they usually run their mouth endlessly in order to cover it up, right?
Yeah, that's Christian
They
Horner.
say, look over here, don't pay attention to over here where I did something wrong, right? Or they try to flip the blame and put it on somebody else. Oh, it wasn't me. It wasn't my problem. It was this dude's problem. No, you broke the rules. Your team has been engaged in toxic behavior. You illegally influenced Michael Masi. You are a piece of shit. Like, straight up.
That's my word. You are a piece of shit, and then you need to learn how to fucking shut up.
Yeah, seriously.
and just solve it on the track. Solve it in the right racing. Solve it in the right competition. Just don't do anything. Don't do anything behind off the track, man. Don't do anything off the track.
He can't.
Don't talk about anything off the track.
He can't.
Solve it on the track. You guys are racing, not chatting, not speaking. Racing, fucking racing.
And that's the thing, right? Like, that is my thinking, right? They are just so unequipped to be able to keep up with with Mercedes, you know?
Yeah.
And they're trying to play these mind games in order to screw up the other racers and gain their advantage that way. But, dude, you're talking about the best racers in history. Hamilton grew up with racist, like attacking him even in his karting days. You think your little words are going to affect the guy? Like, really? Really? No. What you end up doing is just making Formula One into a toxic environment. You are a shit ambassador for the sport, and really it's no wonder when you look at like Twitter, the majority of like the Verstappen fans who are on there and comment on anything Lewis Hamilton, posts are toxic as well,
Yeah.
Like that's Now, not everybody. If you are, a Verstappen fan and, you don't engage in toxic behavior, fine. God bless you. I love you. Like, you're a good person. But you need to see what your fellow fans are doing.
Yeah.
Like, genuinely. Go on to Twitter. Go on to any, like, hashtag Team LH post. And you will see Verstappen fans coming out of the woodwork just being toxic.
Yeah. This is where I think that, and I call my word. I call my word on it. I actually think that Hamilton is more valuable than Max Verstappen. 100 times better. 100 times more. Because Hamilton wouldn't say anything like that.
Yeah.
The whole Mercedes team wouldn't say anything like that. The whole management team wouldn't just go out there off the race day and just bully or just talk shit like that to other drivers. We never see Toto Wolff do that.
Yeah.
We never see Hamilton do that. We never see Bottas do that.
No.
We never see George Russell do that. We never see all the Mercedes technician.
You don't see any other team doing that.
Yeah. And again, the way Hamilton composed himself, be so humble, and he actually graduating. Congrats to
Verstappen,
Max.
yeah.
Verstappen is just so professional, and then he didn't do he would, and then on the remember we seen the Mercedes car reveal.
Yeah.
We were hoping that you and me, we were hoping that he say something.
Yeah.
But no, he's just going the positive way possible. Just saying he looked forward to the future, and then he actually said, I mean, I don't remember if he said it on the interview or not. He actually said that the way Max did this in that situation, everybody will do it.
Yeah.
Because he's a racing driver.
Yeah. Oh, 100%. And that's the thing. The line, the constant like party line from Mercedes has been, let's move forward. Let's move forward.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
But no.
No,
Not Red Bull.
Not for Red Bull.
Not Red Bull. Let's keep igniting the controversy of the past. Let's keep on shitting on the sport,
Let's keep on attacking Hamilton so that he can get out of our way, and then we can win the championship.
Yeah. Exactly, dude.
That's the mentality they have.
And even now, like the two other things that like I mentioned at the start of this video were that they've been really, and I personally look at them as subtle attacks on other drivers. One, Christian Horner criticized, and Helmut Marko criticized Hamilton for getting paid what is it, like 40 million euros in his contract, or 50 million euros, we don't know the exact number, right?
Yeah.
As being just absurd, illogical, like disgusting amounts of money. Mind you, at that time, Hamilton was a 4-time world champion. They turn around few years later, literally 3 championships of Hamilton's later, and pay their driver, Verstappen, who has 1 championship with a gigantic asterisk next to it, the same amount. So how is that not an attempted dig at Lewis Hamilton?
I don't get it. I generally don't get it.
Like,
because
you guys literally said that was an absurd, stupid amount of money.
And 1 championship for Max, but we have to remember that championship is given.
Yeah, by Masi.
By the FIA, yeah.
By Masi,
And how does that compare to closely to 8-time world championship Hamilton?
Yeah. Well, technically 7, but it should have been 8.
But it should have been 8, right?
Yeah.
Because if that shit doesn't even happen, Hamilton is already 8-time world championship, and then a record-breaking world 8 championship, record-breaking.
Yeah, dude, it does again. If it was, why was it disgusting? Why was it illogical to give to Hamilton, right? When you have a 1-time champion, young guy, again, with an asterisk,
With the gift.
Yeah.
Gifted champion.
With a gifted championship. Thank you.
Yeah.
Right? Why is it suddenly make sense to give him the same amount of money? That seems very antagonistic, right?
I don't get it. I just don't get what they're thinking. I don't get what Christian Horner is thinking. I mean, I know what he is thinking, but I still don't get the whole Red Bull team, what they are thinking.
Thank you. And again, this is where, you wonder, again, to me, like, is there a racial component to these attacks?
Mm-hmm.
Like, yes, we're not saying it openly, but I don't know. Like, really, you have proven performance versus gifted performance. Now, here's the thing. As you and I have both said, is Max a talented driver? Yes, he is.
Yeah.
Yes, he is. Is there room for improvement? Yes, there is.
Of course.
Right?
Yeah.
But again, 40 to 50 million euro contract, like, good driver? I don't know.
In my perspective, in order to earn that much money as a professional sports, any other industry.
Yeah.
First, of course, your skill has to be there. Second, you have to know how to compose yourself. You have to then know how to be humble.
Yeah.
Third, you have to know how to handle certain situations correctly.
Yeah.
The right way. And out of these three, Max failed two of them.
Yeah, dude, and you also need to be an ambassador on a major level to the sport.
Yeah.
He wanted nothing to do with Drive to Survive. He didn't do a single interview, right?
Yeah.
Which could have increased, Red Bull's profile within, the very popular, like, series, And so he is not doing things at the same level as somebody who you would expect to get paid that much. Now, do I think he should be paid well? Yeah, 100%. Yeah. I mean, 100% he should. He is talented. Mm-hmm. He will be, without question, he will get more world championships. Like, there's no question about that to me. Mm-hmm. But again, why was it illogical for Hamilton to get it? Why was it disgusting, for Hamilton to get paid that much money, but suddenly it's okay for the great white hope, Max Verstappen,
to get that much money?
Right. It's just, it's stupid. And in an almost, like, similar dig, they just posted pictures of Verstappen doing the famous Sebastian Vettel number one pose, right? Who used to be a Red Bull driver. Like, are you attacking this guy now too? What is going on over there?
Like Red Bull, the whole team of Red Bull, it's just filled with a lot of hatred and anger. Let's take a part of how they win the championship last year.
Yeah.
But they still win. They already have the championship. Why do you keep on going back to your opponent?
Yeah, exactly.
And shitting on them since they already give you that championship.
Yeah.
I don't get it.
Yeah. Oh.
And then you have already earned what you want.
Right.
You already get what you want. Why did you keep on going back to him, Hamilton?
Thank you.
Why do you keep on going back to him and then just attack him? He didn't do anything to you.
Yeah, exactly.
He didn't even say any shut the fuck up word to you.
Yeah, no negativity,
right?
no anything.
Whatsoever.
Like, again, you watch the interviews.
And again, he actually gave a credit to Max.
Yeah. No, and the only thing that Hamilton has ever said was he wanted more consistent rulings from the stewards.
From the FIA,
That's it.
Yeah.
And then, frickin' Horner goes on, like, multiple diatribes about how, Mercedes, blah, 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 is bullying Masi. The guy broke the rules! Like, how are we forgetting that?
Be logical. Come on. And I hope, Christian Horner, you are watching us.
If you're watching
you
this,
have to be logical.
Screw you, dude.
You have to be logical on...
No, that's the thing.
Okay, maybe you...
He's smart. He is logical. He is doing all of this as a concerted effort.
Yeah.
He's being very, like, strategically toxic. There's no question.
He's been logical to attack in an emotional way.
Yes, exactly. 100%. But to go into the mentality even more of Horner, and I forgot to mention this at the very beginning, right? Dude, the guy was being, interviewed and talking about Drive to Survive, and he said, it's brought in all of these girls to like the sport because they like the cute drivers, right? And only backtracked his words after he was immediately challenged by the woman who was interviewing him. But that shows how simplistic he views people, right? Like,
Yeah.
no, there couldn't have been women who enjoy racing, couldn't be women who are interested in the technical components. No, they're all just dumb girls who want to see cute drivers. Like, again, he denigrates everybody. He denigrates the sport. And
He's hurting F1.
he is.
He is hurting F1. Yeah.
100%.
He's hurting the audience
He is
of F1.
he is hurting everybody, and he's even hurting his team, and he is only attracting the worst of the worst to be fans for his team.
Yeah.
You know,
I mean, the people who likes him, they have the same
mentality.
it looks same mentality. Yeah, and then it's really easy to tell why. You know.
Yeah,
Because
dude,
they want aggressive. They want like aggressiveness.
dude,
And that's what they're doing.
that's why, remember, like a few videos back, I said, man, a lot of the Verstappen fans are like Trump supporters, you know?
Yeah.
Because their leader is Horner. And Horner is, he pulls a lot of the same BS that Trump pulled, where he's like, oh,
And-
I did this. No, I didn't do this. Don't pay attention. He literally gaslights people and lies and
He's like
distorts the
he's
truth.
like, oh, I do this, and you do this, and you do this too. Then you're not okay.
Yeah.
But I do this, and you're okay. That's
Exactly.
basically what it is. Yeah.
Exactly. You know? So really, like, I'm telling you, I told Joe this last night before we were talking about this video, that, like, man, like, this is ruining F1 for me.
F1. Yeah.
And it's truly ruining the reputation of the FIA, even beyond the FIA's ability to be proactive about what happened in Abu Dhabi, right? Like, literally 108 million people watched a robbery happen, or like 10.8, I can't remember the number, but millions of people watched a robbery happen live on TV, actively
Including you and me.
including both of us, right?
Yeah.
And the FIA still hasn't released the report, still hasn't addressed this, aside from moving Masi to a different position within the organization, which he rightly should have been fired from, right?
Yeah.
And, you know, then you have one of the major team principals out there just spewing hot, vomitous bile on the entirety of the sport.
You have one of the major team principal who happened to win a championship under Michael Masi last year.
Yeah.
It's bullying your competitors.
Yeah. They need to muzzle him. He is a rabid dog that is just attacking unprovoked, and they need to put a leash on this guy. Like, I'm sorry, like, Christian Horner, I see the game you're playing. I understand how many different levels you're trying to play this thing on. Mm-hmm. I don't respect it. I don't respect it whatsoever.
I don't like, I said it before. Like, I told Sherif long time ago. I told you I don't like Christian Horner, and then I remember you say, "Oh, I'm kind of like this guy now," but now it's already like heated up.
Oh, you can see through how intense I am about this.
Yeah.
Like,
yeah.
I don't wish good things for that man. I genuinely don't.
Like, if he keep on doing this type of bullying someone off the track and talking shit about some other drivers off the track, people will see it. He will get a lot of attention.
People already do see it.
Yeah.
They already do see it. I mean, really.
And then I think he will get the consequences. He will,
if the FIA steps up.
Yeah.
Right? And that's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Like, they need to put a leash on this guy. When Tiffany Dell, when Tiffany Dell is openly criticizing you, right? A fellow Brit, a fellow white man, a fellow, Formula One, legend, is sitting here and saying that your reputation is in tatters, maybe the moves you're making are not really the best moves, dude. Like, I'm sorry to say it, you know?
Yeah.
So, I don't know. I'm over it. I'm so over it, you know? Like, really. And
Like,
I just want to see Mercedes come, just pound Red Bull into the dirt this season.
On the track.
Yeah, on the track. 100%.
On the track, yeah.
You know?
Yeah, on the track. Like, I want to see, I'll quote again, Hammer Time. I want to see Hammer Time.
Yeah.
2022. And just beat the shit out of Red Bulls. On the track, not off the track.
Oh, yeah.
On the track.
Yeah. Yeah, exactly. Like, dude, please, Toto. Please, Lewis. Please, George. Just punish these fools on the track, man. Hell, the rest of the teams, man. Just show them, like, we need some other teams. I don't even care if Mercedes doesn't win the Constructors' Championship, if Lewis Hamilton doesn't win the championship.
Just not Red Bull.
Just not Red Bull. Yeah.
Yeah, just 100%. Not Red Bull. Yeah, just not Red Bull.
You know?
I would be even happier if McLaren win the championship, Ferrari win the championship.
Yeah, that would be amazing.
Just not Red Bull.
Yeah,
just not Red Bull.
Because, man, like, what are you gonna do? What are you're gonna all of a sudden start criticizing all these other teams too?
No,
and if that happens, you will really see how unhinged this guy is. You know?
Yeah. Like, if Red Bull win the championship again, he's gonna go back and bully others again and again and again.
Yeah.
And maybe this time will be. It's not Lewis Hamilton anymore. It's someone, Sebastian Vettel or Fernando Alonso or some other guy.
Yeah.
You know?
And that's what I'm saying. He is a rabid dog, and he needs a muzzle and a leash put on him, you know? And I'm sick of it. This is motorsports. This is professionalism.
Give us a professional mentality.
Yes.
Like professional and grow up mentality, not just teenage kid mentality, but grow up professional and do the right thing, do the way it should, do it in the right way.
Yeah.
Don't talk shit about someone behind cameras or on the camera.
Yeah.
Goddamn, on the camera. What the hell?
Seriously. All right, you guys, and with that, we're going to end it there. I mean, both Joe and I could just sit and talk about this for a while. I think Joe's words perfectly sum up exactly how you should be, you know?
Just shut the F up.
Yeah, 100%. 100%. All right, you guys, thank you again for tuning in to another episode of F1 Talk, where Joe and I share our views on things. I'm Sherif. That's Joe.
I'm Joe.
And don't forget to leave your thoughts in the comments. We're definitely reading them.
Yeah, it's gonna be fun. I'm looking forward to you guys' comment.
All right, you guys. Peace.
Yeah. Peace.